In today's news, President Dr. Mohammad Muiz departs on a tour of North Tiladummati Atoll beginning with Muradu. Maldivian welcomes its first scheduled Shanghai flight today, bringing 243 Chinese tourists. And Ibrahim Faisal is dismissed from his position as Minister of Tourism.
Welcome to News. I'm Yusuf bin Mohammed. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz has embarked on a 3-day tour of North Tiladummati Atoll, Halif Atoll, beginning with Halif Muradu.
A delegation of cabinet ministers and senior government officials, the visit is focused on inaugurating infrastructure projects and engaging directly with local communities to address their development priorities. The tour features a series of milestones for the region, including the opening of new police stations, council secretariats, and a cold storage facility. Alongside these inaugurations, the president is rolling out national identification and passport services and launching the Mage Solar program, which aims to promote renewable energy use across the Maldives. Financial accessibility is also being prioritized, with formal agreements signed between local councils and the Bank of Maldives to establish ATM facilities on the islands, reflecting the government's commitment to expanding essential banking services. Over the 3 days, President Dr. Muiz's itinerary includes visits to 10 islands: Utim, Takandu, Ulikamu, Moradu, Horafushi, Ihavandu, Muradu, Marandu, Filadu, and Diddu. During these visits, he is holding meetings with island and atoll councils, women's development committees, and heads of local institutions to identify challenges and discuss developmental priorities. A major highlight of the visit was the groundbreaking ceremony for the new council secretariat building on Muradu, which was presided over by President Dr. Muiz. Additionally, the Minister of Homeland Security and Technology, Ali Ihsan, laid the foundation stone for a new police station. These projects are a part of a nationwide initiative to renovate aging government infrastructure and decentralize public services to ensure better accessibility. The council building, one of 55 earmarked for construction, will be developed by Malaysian company Hexter Global under contractor financing with a completion timeline of 2 years and 6 months. Meanwhile, additional council buildings will be constructed with assistance from the Chinese government, supporting the administration's goal of resolving space constraints for 70% of councils nationwide. President Dr. Muiz also took the opportunity to meet with representatives from the Muradu Island Council, the Women's Development Committee, and heads of local institutions to hear their concerns. Issues raised included coastal erosion, harbor accessibility challenges, deteriorating roads, electrical system problems, the desire for a futsal facility, and the need for improved educational and healthcare facilities. The president assured the community that solutions would be implemented in phases and directed officials to address pressing matters such as the harbor's entrance channel and breakwater issues. To tackle these concerns, the Maldives Transport and Contracting Company has been mobilized to resolve critical harbor problems, with follow-up road development projects scheduled to begin during his term. In a move to improve financial inclusion, the Bank of Maldives finalized an agreement with the Muradu Island Council to establish ATM services on the island. This initiative aligns with the government's nationwide strategy to enhance banking accessibility. Currently, the bank operates 150 ATMs across 90 islands, with plans to extend services to 17 more islands by March 2025. Addressing concerns about delays in developmental projects, President Dr. Muiz defended his administration's approach, stating that all initiatives are thoroughly planned and follow detailed consultation processes. While economic constraints caused setbacks last year, he confirmed that the new pathways for progress had been identified under the recently approved budget. The president assured communities that both stalled and new projects would advance this year, with visible progress expected in the months ahead. Throughout his visit, the president stressed the importance of community engagement in shaping the government's development agenda. By consulting directly with residents and local councils, the administration aims to prioritize pressing issues and deliver effective solutions.
The Minister of Islamic Affairs, Dr. Muhammad Shahim Ali Saeed, met with the Managing Director of the Housing Development Corporation, HDC, Muhammad Maruf Jamil, on Tuesday. The meeting focused on strengthening cooperation between the Ministry and HDC on various projects, including the construction of mosques and Maldives Zakat House Office in Hulumale. During the meeting, Minister Dr. Shahim congratulated Maruf Jamil on his recent appointment as Managing Director of HDC and expressed optimism about future collaborations. Both parties agreed to expedite the construction of new mosques in Hulumade. Discussions also centered on the construction of the Maldives Zakat House Office building in Hulumale, which the Ministry of Islamic Affairs has outlined as a key priority for 2025. Managing Director Maruf Jamil reaffirmed the company's full commitment to supporting these efforts. President Dr. Mohamed Moise met with the Filladu Island Council, Women's Development Committee, WDC, and institutional heads to discuss the island's developmental needs. At the meeting, council representatives outlined challenges facing the community, with education and healthcare highlighted as priority areas. They spoke of the urgent need for 8 new classrooms and improved school facilities to meet growing demands. The local health center faces acute issues, including limited space and difficulties in maintaining laboratory reagent supplies. Infrastructure challenges were also brought to the President's attention, with representatives noting that expanding residential areas lack proper utility and electrical services. Critical issues raised include waste management, frequent flooding, and the need for safer pedestrian access. President Dr. Moise assured the Council that road modernization projects would proceed once development plans are finalized. He outlined the government's efforts to address immediate challenges, including plans to strengthen health center staffing and ensure consistent laboratory reagent supplies through the State Trading Organization, STO. The meeting took place at the Filladu Health Center, followed by Minister Adam Sharif Umar laying the foundation stone for the new Filladu Council Secretariat building during his visit. President Dr. Moise also met with the residents to hear their concerns, announcing road modernization as the top priority while outlining plans for healthcare, education and sports facilities and discussing the island's potential for an international airport and tourism development. Maldives marked the arrival of its first scheduled flight from Shanghai, China, with a significant influx of tourists this morning. The flight carried 243 visitors, making it a notable milestone in the country's tourism industry. A special ceremony at the airport greeted the passengers, featuring traditional Maldivian cultural performances and the distribution of red roses to symbolize the warm welcome. The scheduled flights to Shanghai commenced on January 27th, further strengthening travel connections between the Maldives and China. Currently, the Maldives operates direct flights to the 3 major Chinese cities, Chengdu, Beijing and Shanghai. China remains the largest source of tourists to the Maldives, with over 23,000 visitors recorded this year alone. The government anticipates a significant boost to the tourism sector through these direct flights. Projections suggest that up to 40,000 tourists from China could visit the Maldives annually. Minister of Education Dr. Ismail Shafiu has announced plans to expand capacity for A-level education in Mali City beginning this year. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the annual Joint Education Sector Review Summit, the minister emphasized that new infrastructure projects will be undertaken to support this initiative. The minister highlighted the importance of increasing the number of students pursuing higher secondary education, stating it as a key solution to the challenges faced by both the education sector and Maldivian youth. He noted that a special pilot program was conducted last year to address the issue, resulting in significant progress. As a result of the pilot program, the number of students studying A-level increased by 109%, with a 54% rise in students beginning A-level studies in the atolls. We'll be back after a short break. welcome back. The Deputy Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation, Ali Nishan, has stated that parking issues in Malé City have seen significant improvement compared to previous years, despite ongoing challenges. The remarks were made during an appearance on MMTV's Bodo Habar program. Minister Nishan acknowledged the persistent parking difficulties caused by limited space and the high number of vehicles in the city. He revealed that the ministry had identified instances where unregistered vehicles had been brought into Malé and Hulu Malé, further exacerbating the problem. The government is actively working on measures to address these concerns and alleviate the lack of parking facilities. As part of these efforts, 42,000 square feet of land in Hulu Malé has been designated to accommodate unregistered vehicles. Additionally, the Housing Development Corporation HDC has temporarily allocated 90,000 square feet of land near Polko to the Transport Ministry. Of this, 60 square feet has been set aside for temporary parking. Vehicles parked in this area, however, must not remain for more than 2 to 3 days. The ministry is also addressing public complaints about inconsistent rates for operating larger vehicles, particularly those with seating capacities of 7 or 8 passengers. Previously, the absence of fixed pricing had resulted in varied charges for vehicles of similar size. A standardized pricing system has now been introduced to resolve this issue. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz has dismissed Ibrahim Faisal from his position as Minister of Tourism. The announcement was made by the President's office on Tuesday, though specific reasons for the dismissal were not disclosed. In the interim, the responsibilities of the Ministry of Tourism have been assigned to the Minister of Economic Development and Trade, Mohammed Saeed, who will oversee its new operations until a new appointment is made. Faisal was appointed as Minister of Tourism on November 17, 2023. He began his career in public service with the Maldives Police Force, later serving as Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports from 2013 to 2015. He subsequently held the position of Additional Secretary at the High Commission of Maldives in Malaysia from 2015 to 2018. During Faisal's tenure as Tourism Minister, the Maldives achieved significant milestones in the tourism sector. These accomplishments included welcoming a record-breaking 2 million tourists in a single year for the first time, securing the title of World's Leading Destination for the 5th consecutive year, and receiving recognition as the World's Leading Green Destination at the 2024 World Travel Awards. Minister of Agriculture and Animal Welfare, Mariam Maria, attended the launch of the Maldives Wetland Foundation's sustainable Koya-based brand, showcasing products crafted by women who rely on mangrove resources for their livelihoods. During the event, she unveiled the foundation's research study titled Socio-Economic Importance of Mangroves for Women's Livelihood in the Maldives. The launch ceremony, held at the Miruma Hotel, introduced a new brand highlighting women's craftsmanship in Koya protection and jewelry making. The event featured an exhibition of jewelry pieces crafted by graduates of a training program specializing in Koya ornaments. Women play a vital role in sustaining island economies through Koya production and other activities connected to mangroves and lagoons ecosystems. However, their potential is often constrained by limited market access, high operational costs, and a lack of formal education. Providing official recognition and support is crucial for empowering these women and fostering sustainable, equitable livelihoods. While Koya has been historically produced and used for various purposes in the Maldives, efforts to live these traditional crafts have been limited. The introduction of these new brands creates promising opportunities, particularly as the nation strives to increase domestic production and achieve greater economic empowerment. The High Commissioner of Canada to the Maldives, Eric Walsh, paid a courtesy call on the Minister of Climate Change, Environment and Energy, Tariq Ibrahim, on Monday. The meeting, held at the Ministry of Environment, focused on strengthening bilateral relations and enhancing cooperation in environmental and climate-related initiatives. Minister Tariq described the discussion as both pleasant and productive, emphasizing his dedication to further strengthening relations with Canada. In response, High Commissioner Walsh echoed this sentiment, stating Canada's intention to deepen its relationship with the Maldives and enhance joint efforts in tackling climate change. During this meeting, both parties agreed to explore new opportunities for cooperation and to implement additional projects aimed at addressing shared environmental challenges. The Ministry of Social and Family Development conducted a session on Monday as part of the Ufavari Rasta program for senior citizens in Ba Edafoshi. Designed to promote the well-being of senior citizens, the program emphasized the importance of maintaining social connections and leading healthy lifestyles. It also fosters a sense of community by providing opportunities for the elderly to come together, exchange ideas, and engage in meaningful interactions within a supportive environment. Building on this initiative, the ministry previously organized a series of sessions in June 2024 under the same program for senior citizens residing at the Home for People with Special Needs in Kaf Gorado. Thank you for watching MM News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad and have a great day.